Hi guys, good evening from Habuni, Botswana. So growing up, I remember how I was bullied, how I was charged. Yeah, I remember how I was bullied, how I was charged. Like a charging, I mean, sometimes they are going to charge me 5 naira because I spoke Igbo. Okay, so going to school, we were expected to always speak English language. Let me know in the comment section if you had the same experience because I knew that I cannot be alone on this one. I might be alone on everything, but you see this one, I am not alone because I remember those days. My friends, sometimes you'll be crying. You see, they charged me 5 naira. My mother refused to give me. So you are going to get beaten at school. Why? Because I did not know how to speak English. Okay, or maybe you know how to speak, but you mistakenly inserted Igbo in your language. Sorry, in your speech. Okay, maybe you say name miri, like name water. Water is English now. Um, name is give. Like what I'm trying to say is that I remember how I was bullied, how I was charged, how I was punished because whenever my mother refused to give me that 5 naira, I'm going to get some strokes of cane because I did not know how to speak English. Don't get me wrong, some people know how to speak it too. Like even our mates, when they're speaking it, I used to admire. I'll be like, hey God. So me, I don't really know how to speak. Even now, I don't know how to speak. I'm just pushing it here. Okay, you people already know. So, but what am I trying to say? Charging me those days, punishing me those days, bullying me those days. I decided that whenever I have kids, that I'm going to be speaking English for my children, that I will never speak Igbo for them. Okay, yeah, that was what I said when I was growing up. But funny enough, I was growing and I forgot this incident. I forgot everything. Okay, I started having children and I decided I'll be speaking Igbo to them because I used to admire people that speak Igbo to their children. I used to admire children that speak Igbo, especially people in the diaspora that can speak Igbo. And I used to admire it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to be speaking Igbo for my children. So we tried to speak. Before you know it, English come, we come to speak English for them. So what I'm trying to say right now, they don't know how to speak Igbo. They only understand and speak few words like simple come, go, take, give me, that kind of thing. But when you are not speaking it, like they don't understand. So now when we go out and people will like greet them, they greet back, they will not start speaking Igbo, especially when we meet our Igbo people. They will now be like, after greeting, they will now be like, hey, madam, you are not speaking Igbo. Hey, you can say not speaking Igbo. Hey, I charge you, not speaking Igbo. I'm like, what do we really want in this life? I'm not proud of it, but what do we really want? Growing up, I was bullied because of this same English that my children are speaking right now. Now they're speaking it, and you people are now blaming me. You people are now shaming me that whenever they go back to Nigeria, they're going to get intimidated because of language, that Igbo people will intimidate them. Now, how is it my children's problem? Problem is you that will see that someone does not understand the language and you are trying to intimidate them. So problem is you. Work on yourself. Teach your children. We should focus on the right. I think we are deviating, and that is why this world is going astray. We are leaving the right thing. The important thing we should teach children. When your children are kind, like I mean my children generation that will now come and drag land with them, I reject it. That is not my prayer for my children. My prayer for them is that they become so great like Barack Obama, that was a Kenyan and became that is from Kenya and became American president. Okay, the former president of America. Did you ever see Barack Obama speaking Kenya in America? That is the kind of dream I have for my children. I don't have the dream of them going back to village and go and be dragging land with language. That is if that is your prayer for your children, don't pray the same prayer for my children. Okay, my prayer for them is that they grow up and they are great. They are so great that when they are addressing the public, that like Igbo is the last thing on their mind. When you are kind, you don't care the language people are speaking. At the end of the day, the only language we should be speaking in this world is love. Okay, kindness, acceptance. So learn how to accept people for who they are, not because they cannot speak a certain language. Now you are beginning to act racist or racism. I don't know how they say that. You become a racist because this person cannot understand what I say. The problem is you, and I'll keep saying it till tomorrow. Even in this country that I am now, I am not in Nigeria, I'm in Botswana. We don't speak Igbo here. Like, if one of my husband is from Igbo, I can go months without speaking Igbo. Okay? It is English that can save you. I'm not saying Igbo is not good though, But what I'm trying to say is, even in this country that I am now, the general language they hear and they speak is Setswana. So every time I meet three sets of people here in this country, the first people you meet here is people that you will tell, I don't understand Setswana, and they go, like they will snub you immediately, like, okay, you don't understand my language, I don't have your time. They will just snub you and go. Now you meet the set of people that will talk to you, you will say, I don't understand Setswana. They'll be like, oh, they will give you that smile and just walk away, maybe because they don't know how to speak or they're not in the mood to speak. Now, here come another set of people that will speak the language to you. They'll be like, I don't understand. They will go out of their way to, okay, speak English. The other one was even telling me, hey, I don't know how to speak. Me, too, I was like, I don't know how to speak. Let us bite it anyhow. As long as you are understanding, I'm understanding you. So who's the problem here? The problem is you that will snub people. You snub me because I told you, hey, I'm sorry, I don't understand your language. You snub me. The problem is you. So we should focus on teaching people kindness, teaching people acceptance. Even if that person is deaf and dumb, they know they hear word. Don't intimidate them because they are deaf and dumb. If you are saying this to children that can even hear, that can even talk, what about when you meet deaf and dumb, that people that cannot hear, like dumb people? You will still intimidate them because they don't understand you. They don't, problem is you, my love. Just let's focus on the right thing. At the end of the day, language cannot save you. Language, it has never saved anybody. Even if when you people even go to China, you go and learn their Chinese language. I know someone, my brother, a relative, that went to China. The first thing he did is he went and learned Chinese so that you can be able to communicate with them. You go to Germany, you learn Dutch. Why can't you say, I am from Igbo, so everybody get away? When I was get away, only Igbo, bye bye. Why can't you say that? You will still melu and learn, even in this country that I am now. Igbo cannot save your life, my dear. Okay? So what I'm trying to say is the only language you should focus on learning and teaching people is love language. Let us leave all this. I was I was the day we will finally go to heaven, God will not say, so Helen George, okay, go this way because you know how to speak Igbo. It's a lie. Even if you want to die, even if death is knocking on your door now, your language cannot save you. Did you people see that post that went viral? That guy that died on 31st December. I hope my voice is speaking because I'm speaking as low as I can because I'm outside, so I don't want to shout. If my voice is not picking, then there's going to be a problem here. Eh? Did you people see that post? That they were speaking Igbo, speaking English, speaking everything they were speaking. None of those languages saved that guy. He finally died. Okay? So those things are just vanity upon vanity. So vanity or vanity in peace. So sorry, I just got distracted by my husband. I hope he doesn't call me again because we didn't end the call well. I think he will call me again. So I think I'm a little bit distracted right now. So what I'm trying to say is the only love language you should be speaking in this life, in this world, is love. If you want to speak another language, speak money and leave people alone, okay? But anytime you see my children, I don't know if you're watching this video anywhere, or anybody that's watching this video, even if it is in Nigeria, you see my children, they don't understand Igbo. Because leave them, don't make them feel like you are better than them or make them feel uncomfortable because they don't know how to speak Igbo. Leave them like that, okay? Some people even have children and they decide that I don't want to speak Igbo for these children. I don't want to speak English. Some people even, I told one woman that transported her daughter of 7 years to go and learn French. You get? So people have the right to speak any language as long as they are able to communicate with you. They hear small. Please leave people alone. Stop making them feel like you are better than anybody because you can speak Igbo. That your Igbo cannot even take you anywhere. Hey, he's calling me again.